What's up, guys? I'm going to give you some advice on how to win more Warzone games. These tips can be very beneficial. The first tip we're going to talk about is settings. Settings is crucial in this game to become better. The first thing we're going to talk about is the ADS sensitivity. It is the movement while you're aiming down sights and how fast it moves. I have a pretty high ADS because I'm used to it. If you are shooting your shots and missing and it's going everywhere, you would try and lower the sensitivity. As you can see, it's much slower, so you can hit more of your targets. The second thing is the world blur and the weapon blur. As you can see, I have disabled it as it looks very crisp and clear as I make sharp movements. But if I turn it back on, it looks very blurry as you would move your head in real life. Although this is the default settings, I prefer to disable this so you can see your enemies more clearly, and so it actually doesn't give you a headache, in my opinion. I find using this setting turned off, I have less strain on my eyes. The third tip is the sensitivity. As I set it to 11, it's moving very fast as you move the joystick left and right. But if you are having trouble with this, set it to a lower sensitivity. As I set it to 3, it moves very slow. It is very helpful if you are having trouble with the game, moving too fast, and just having difficulty shooting your enemies. The next one is dead zone. Dead zone is how the game reacts to your joystick movements. I'm going to set my dead zone a little high, in my opinion. I play at 0. So I'm moving the joystick, and it seems a little delay. It's like having a delay for me. My recommended settings is putting it to 0. Putting it to 0 makes the game react quicker to your joystick movements, and I find this very beneficial to gunfight. The next essential thing in Warzone is to have good communication with your teammates. In the next clip, you'll see Blue run into a building, finding kids on the stairs.
Alright, wait, I'm coming.
He lets me know that the armor is broken, and I proceed to rush down him and kill him to buy time to revive him.
Down one. Yep, I'm picking you up.
The third tip I will talk about is the heartbeat sensor. The heartbeat sensor is very, very, very good in close gunfight. The heartbeat sensor will let you know where your enemies are unless they have Ghost on. Not that many players use Ghost, in my opinion, but when you use the heartbeat sensor, it'll let you know where they are and how you can proceed to attack them. In the next clip, you'll see me using the heartbeat sensor. As the circle closes, I know where the player has to go, so I pre-aim the spot where he has to go, and I end up killing him because I saw him on the heartbeat sensor. Now up, Blue will explain how to get more wins in Warzone with his tips and tricks.
Another tip to succeed in Warzone is to set yourself up with a good variety of classes that work for your playstyle. And that depends on if you take things more slowly and keep your distance, or if you like to close distance and move fast. This is my primary loadout that I like to use. It's the AK Origin 12. Got EOD, Overkill, Amped. For my lethals, I have C4, and for my tacticals, I have stun grenades. For those grenades, I use them in every class. They work really well together. Now, for the sake of time, I'm going to show you the attachments. You can just pause the video right now for the AK and right now for the shotgun. This is my second most used class. It's the Grau 5.56 with the RPG. This is really good if you're in downtown or places with cover. Shoot the RPG next to the cover. You can take them down in 2 rockets. It's really good. Also for finishing up people that you downed that crawl behind cover, it's really well. As you can see here, I use Restock as my secondary perk. It allows you to refill your grenades every 50 seconds. It's a really underrated perk. Definitely recommend it. As you can see in this gameplay right here. Toss a C4, I miss. It's no big deal. Since I've restocked, my C4s will recharge in time for a next engagement. As you can see here, I have a good variety of loadouts. I have my Grau RPG class, my Grau MP7 class, my MP7 sniper class, and my AK shotgun class. As I stated before, this is important because you never know if you get brought back in for being dead, come back in the gulag, take a car somewhere else, who the fuck knows. No two games of Warzone are the same. It's important to have a good variety for all different types of engagements, and that's one of our keys to success in winning in Warzone. Our next tip to succeed in Warzone is to make sure that you have good placement. You want to stay in cover and you don't want to rush too often unless someone's reviving, reloading, moving out of the way of the kill streak, something along those lines. As you can see there, I just took that guy out only because I was in cover. Even if I had better skill than him, he would have gotten the upper hand on me and would have taken me out. A good example as to when to rush, as you can see right here, is I'm supporting Meat as he rushes, and I move in to give him support. Another good tip when it comes to placement is to move from high ground to cover or cover to high ground. As you can see there, I just dropped off the high ground. Got a good overview of what I'm about to engage in, places I can move, where enemies might be, that sort of thing. We don't normally drop in this area, so since I got that high ground, I was able to understand the local area and the types of cover I can use, allowing me to manipulate this wall to trick this guy, take him down, get the team wipe, and revive me. Our last tip to get more wins in Warzone is to manipulate your kill streaks better. Fun fact to understand is that precision airstrikes and cluster strikes allow you to move faster. Right here, we're going to perform a little control test for you guys to test my speed. As you can see, Meat is much faster than me. He overtakes me in the race. However, when you put the airstrike in my hand, I move much faster. I don't know if he's seeing some acid titties through that binoculars, but he's moving just as fast as I did when I was chasing down the bus in the middle school. Now lastly, you want to make sure you call in your lethal kill streaks in the right time. You don't want to just call them in when you see people. You want to make sure that they're either behind cover to move them out of cover or that they're stuck in a camping position like I did right here. I knew that there was going to be a kid on that roof. I knew there was going to be kids on that window, allowing me to wipe them out and get the team wipe. So just keep in mind all these facts and Warzone will be yours for the taking.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. If you guys get a win in Warzone with these tips and tricks, be sure to comment down below. Make sure you subscribe and follow us on our social medias. They will be in the description below. And have a nice day. Blue Meat out.